Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share this month's Beauty Heroes discovery featuring the brand LILFOX. This brand is completely new to me and I am experiencing LILFOX for the first time through this Beauty Heroes discovery. LILFOX is founded by Alexis Rose and this brand is based out of Miami, Florida. Alexis has also been a longtime Beauty Heroes subscriber, and according to Jeannie, she is a woman who is genuinely excited and passionate about supporting the artistry of other brands. Just on a side note, every time I say the name LILFOX, it just kind of makes me giggle because it reminds me of Lil Sebastian for all of you Parks and Rec fans out there. And this whole morning as I was prepping for this video, I just kept singing the Lil Sebastian song in my head. So this month's hero product is Jungle Glow, and this is a rainforest honey enzyme cleanser and mask, which is LILFOX's best-selling product. What I found really interesting is that Alexis only uses honey from a specific beekeeper in Hawaii, and it's sourced from a rainforest in which the farmers are really dedicated to sustaining the bee population as well as educating others about the importance of bees. Jeannie refers to Jungle Glow as a labor of love because this honey from Hawaii is very difficult to source consistently, and this product is mixed in small batches by hand by Alexis and her team. So along with the honey, Jungle Glow contains organic raw cacao, organic rosehip oil, and maracuja oil, and they're infused into the honey to deliver a concentrated dose of antioxidants and plumping essential fatty acids. Mineral-rich Amazonian white clay gently exfoliates and softens skin, melting away buildup. Pink grapefruit, vanilla, neroli, and bitter orange harmonize for a uniquely addictive aromatic profile, and it is a trademark feature of LILFOX. If you purchase this outside of the Beauty Heroes monthly selection, this retails for $75 and you get 3.4 ounces of product, and this is a hefty jar. It's actually pretty heavy. I don't know what else I have around to compare it to, but yeah, it's a pretty big jar. For the sidekick, we have the Cleopatra Restorative Milk and Honey Beauty Mask, and this is an exclusive launch through Beauty Heroes. This mask is in powder form, unlike the Jungle Glow, and it's to be mixed in either water, a toning mist, or you could even mix it right into Jungle Glow. And it says here that it softens, detoxifies, and tones skin with crushed rose petals, coconut milk, honey, and French rose clay. Resurfacing enzymes of papaya and pineapple will further boost cell turnover, while superfruits, camu camu, and baobab deliver the antioxidants. In this month's box, you get 1 ounce of product, and it's valued at $26. And the full size, which is 3.4 ounces, which is the same size as the full-size Jungle Glow, it's available for $88 at the online beauty store at beautyheroes.com. Off the bat, I thought the packaging was really beautiful. I'm really big on typography, so I like what's going on right here. And Jeannie provided a little bit of info on the artist. Her name is Natalia, and she does watercolor art for LILFOX. I'll leave a link down to her website below, but I really love the illustration that was included in this fold-out as well. Even the little details of LILFOX here. Yeah, I just thought the artwork was really whimsical, and it reminded me of like old school Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, I just thought it was so pretty. And not to mention, on my actual Beauty Heroes box, Jeannie or whoever's on your team, you guys are awesome. This box was addressed to Mrs. Gratitude, Jenn Rogers. So that made me so happy, so thank you. So back to Jungle Glow. This is a multitasking product which can be used as your primary cleanse, your second cleanse, or as a face mask. I've used this product in all 3 ways, and I'll share my experience with each. As a first cleanse, I followed the instructions provided on the fold-out, and it says to apply a dime size amount to damp skin and press with fingertips. Add a small amount of water and massage to lift dirt or makeup. As someone with really sensitive skin, this method was not for me, and I think it's because I was trying to remove makeup and I wanted to do a thorough job, so I found myself kind of going in harder with it to make sure everything came off, and that actually left me kind of flushed and irritated. So yeah, I've just decided that I will not be using that as a first cleanse. So the second time I tried it, I used it as a second cleanse. So on a dry face full of makeup, I pumped a few pumps of the Moon Aki cleanser. I switched between that and my glossy milky jelly. So I went ahead and took my makeup off, and on damp skin, I applied a thin layer of Jungle Glow and I let it sit on my face while I brushed my teeth. Then I proceeded to wash my face as normal. I liked it better as a secondary cleanse rather than a primary makeup remover, but again, it's too much for me to use on my sensitive skin every single day. So with that said, my favorite way to use Jungle Glow is as a twice a week exfoliator or as a once a week face mask, but I wouldn't use it as an exfoliator and a mask all in 1 week. When I use it as an exfoliator, I take some of the product and I will concentrate it around my nose, my forehead, my chin, and my jawline. And then I let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then I take a little bit of water on my hands and then I work it in circular motions on my problem areas. My skin does feel really smooth afterwards, and the areas I've applied it in, those are my problem areas, and it can definitely use the manual exfoliation, but I avoid my cheeks and my under eye areas altogether. The real treat for me is to use it as a once a week face mask, and for this I will spread a thin layer on my entire face and I just let it sit on my skin for about 20 to 30 minutes. When it's time to remove the mask, I do scrub a little bit harder on my problem areas, but I will be really gentle on my cheeks. For me, the way that I use Jungle Glow just really depends on how much time I can allot to my self-care ritual. So if I'm in a pinch and I need the exfoliation, that's what I'll use it as. Otherwise, if I'm having like a lazy night in and I'm gonna watch a movie or something with Brandon, I'll just put it on as a face mask and keep it on there during the duration of whatever we're doing together. So with that said, I pick and choose how I use this product, but I won't use it more than like twice a week so that I don't end up overdoing it. This smells really nice, and apart from the flushing that I experienced when I used it as a cleanser, it hasn't broken me out or irritated my skin in terms of like hives or rashes or new acne. So to sum it up, if you have sensitive skin like I do, I would recommend Jungle Glow as an exfoliator or as a face mask. As for the sidekick, the Cleopatra Restorative Milk and Honey Beauty Mask, this is the first mask I've tried in powder form. Since I don't own one of those little bowls that you can use to, turn your powder mask into a paste, and usually the bowls come with like a little brush that you can use to apply the product on your face, I didn't have either of those, so I just took a little glass bowl from my kitchen and I put some of the powder in, mixed it with a bit of water, and I just used my fingers. And I want to say I used about maybe a teaspoon of this product. I don't think there was like a recommended amount, but a teaspoon like per serving, I guess, like every time I used it, like felt like enough to me. The first time around using the Cleopatra mask, I definitely used a little bit too much water and the consistency ended up being too runny. I also used cold water and I found that the powder and the cold water didn't dissolve too well for me. Although the process of me mixing the Cleopatra mask with the water my first time around wasn't ideal, I was really impressed by the results delivered from this mask, because I had whiteheads and bumps on my skin, but I found that I used this in the evening and the next morning my skin looked and felt significantly calmer. I was so impressed by the results that I re-attempted it the next day, and this time I used less water and I used warm to hot water, but not like super hot. This time it turned into a nice paste that didn't like run dripping down my face or anything, and I'll insert a cutaway here of me just having the mask on and brushing my teeth. I didn't expect any exfoliating properties from this Cleopatra mask. I honestly thought it was going to be a smooth paste, maybe something similar to doing a clay mask. But the amount of manual exfoliation that this provided me, it was so gentle and just the right amount that it didn't leave me feeling flushed after. And I do like to go into like my, I guess, more clogged areas, and I felt that I was able to like work it in a little bit harder pressure wise than the Jungle Glow. But yeah, I wasn't red after, and it felt really clean. I honestly think this is the first Beauty Heroes box where I prefer the Sidekick over the Hero product. And I feel like that's saying a lot, because the last box I can think of where I equally loved both products is probably the Josh Rosebrook box from November. I love the Hydrating Accelerator. Actually, I didn't even love it off the bat, but that was a product that I grew to love more and more as much, as I used it. And the Josh Rosebrook Antioxidant Cacao Mask is one of my favorites. I probably have like one more use left. I've been like storing it away and saving it for a rainy day. But I guess this one has more of the gritty exfoliation over the Josh Rosebrook. But I was kind of happy that I was going to have a mask that contained cacao once my Josh Rosebrook ran out. And what else? Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I forget which month it was in, but the Uma Oil selection. I love the hair oil, but man, that Sidekick, the Ultimate Brightening Face Mask, is hands down one of my favorite face masks. So I would say that selection and this month's selection, if I had to choose between the Hero and the Sidekick, I really, really love the Cleopatra Restorative Milk and Honey Beauty Mask. If you're already signed up for Beauty Heroes or you plan to, I would love to hear your thoughts on each of the products this month. The total value of this month's selection is $101. But as a Beauty Heroes member, you can experience this selection as well as the next 2 months. If you sign up this month, you can experience each box for $39. And if you're like me and you live outside of the US, the awesome thing is that Beauty Heroes does ship internationally, and I will leave links down below for more like shipping info. As usual, if you're interested in picking up this selection, you do have to sign up before the 20th. The 20th of every month is the cutoff date for each month's box. And just as a reminder, when you sign up for Beauty Heroes, you do have to sign up for a minimum of 3 months, but there are also 6-month and 12-month subscriptions available to you. As a member, you also get 15% off all products carried at the online beauty store should you need to replenish your supply, or if there are other products that you've been meaning to try, you can at a discounted rate. And I personally shop at the beauty store probably more than I should, but yeah. And as always, if you have any allergies, you can let Beauty Heroes know, and they keep a record of this in their system. And this is my favorite part of Beauty Heroes service. The fact that they, keep track of what you're allergic to, and then they'll notify you before they ship out any of the products to you, just so that you don't end up receiving a product that you can't even use. Alright guys, I hope you found this review helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions I can answer for you down below in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!
Bye, bye, Lil Sebastian. Miss you in the saddest fashion. Bye, bye, Lil Sebastian. Your 5,000